Welcome back to Underrail. So last time we took a little exploration around this cave. Oh, there are still these red hounds. I had the suspicion that I was going the wrong direction, so before we continue, we'll actually check out the other direction. No, if we continue in this direction, we will definitely go one map back, and this should be the mushroom farm which we visited before. Correct. Because I suspect that if we would have gone up instead of down, so north instead of south, so to speak, commoner, guard. Another commoner. They have a cat, so this is a civilized area. Commoner. Fred. I suppose this should be the man before you wears a simple shirt on his body and a simple smile on his face. Nothing strikes you out of the ordinary on him except perhaps for his bushy arm hair, which looks like it was transplanted from a large red hound. Hello traveler, and welcome to Camp Hathor. My name is Fred and I've got medical supplies for sale. There's something you need? What can you tell me about Camp Hathor? Well, Camp Hathor is a hunting camp. You dig? We hunt all sorts of animals around these caves and then export large amounts of meat to stations and other settlements. From SGS to Foundry to Core City. The dormant caves are just across the river are amazingly rich in animal life. You dig? So rich you could shoot a bolt from here and are likely to hear something squeal in pain. Okay, what do you have for sale? Nitrogen. Actually, I would want to stock up on them a bit, but no, won't take them. Let's see, what else? We'll come back later. The strange sounds around... Okay, now I understand. That explains a lot. That sounded like someone was cutting up a cat. So Fred, the man before you seems to be busy working on a piece of cave hopper hide, just about finishing removing the final piece of flesh from the skin. He notices you and gestures you for you to wait for a second as he rolls the skin and places it in a container full of some liquid. Probably some very strong smelling liquid, because he's making leather out of it. Wiping his hands clean, he focuses his attention to you. Sorry for waiting, had to finish the one. Mate, my name's Fred. I got mostly hunting equipment and leather. But I also have a couple of interesting things in store if you're interested in taking a look. Can you tell me? His eyes light up like a pair of torches. Ah, you asked the right mate. Right man, mate, sorry. What can't I tell you about Camp Hathor is the right question here. I've been around for a long time. I can tell you many stories about this here beautiful hunting camp, you know. Let's begin. Keep listening. Ah yes, many years ago an expedition came from the west led by a man called Camp Hathor, you know, later known as Hathor the Coal Bringer. As they were making their way here, they ran into beasts of different kinds, burrowers, crawlers, even tunnelers. As they bravely fought their way through, they found this place, and this is where they found the richest coal deposits they've ever seen. Thus Camp Hathor was born, made by his hands black from all the coal. What have I gotten myself into? He won't stop talking. I'll take a short standing nap. You snap out of your vertical slumber to hear Fred yelling. And so Jezebel told him, "These people need you, Isaac." But Isaac knew something she ain't. Didn't. He knew the secret of the mine. He knew about the hidden knowledge that one could unlock just by touching the mysterious crystals. They called him, and so he went into the darkness, never to be seen again. Is it over yet? I have to go somewhere else and do some stuff. Probably washing my hair. No, mate, this is just the first part of the story. Yeah, you still need to hear about the closing of the mine and how it became a hunting camp. No, where was I? Your eyelids feel heavy. And now, this is a hunting camp. The end. Interesting, I came to Hathor some years after the mine was closed, but, you know, I feel like I was born here. I can see... That was the best story ever. Please continue telling it to random people that just wanted to buy something and accidentally asked you questions that you could have been answered in just a couple of sentences. Again, these sounds that just sounded like someone cutting up a cat. Other call drops, special bolts, 3 melee weapons, always looking for regular bolts. I see. Well, advanced patching kit. Nah. Well, he'll buy leather, so can get rid of this immediately. And I assume now that we made our way back here, we can immediately quick travel by ship. Yeah, we take this. Guard, serene, fishing rods. A breeze sails down the river and arrives to the romantic scene, gently touching and playing with the woman's hair as you find warmth in her man's arms. Unfortunately, it seems that the breeze also brought some horrible stench from the nearby toilet, as her serene expression soon liquefies. The man too appears to have been slapped by the strong odor, forcing him to turn his head aside before finally having to release the woman so they may both take a few steps away from the contaminated air. They both laugh at the event for a yes, suppose that's what we immediately have to notice about the scene. I really enjoyed our time today back. Can't you stay just a bit longer? We don't see each other lately, with you barely spending any time in Camp Hathor. I'm sorry, darling, but you know I have to leave. However, the next time I come in here, I'm taking you with me, away from all this. You know how I feel about this place, and the sole reason I ever return here is because of you, Serene. I have to do this. I need to prepare everything for us to settle down. Serene and Beck kiss each other passionately. It takes them about a minute or two before they proceed. What about the tunnelers? How will you get past them bloody freaks? I know a way. You didn't marry a Quaker or something, did ya? She smiles. No, I married the best man in the whole world. Yes, you know, you've been behaving mighty fancy since you've been going to them wimps' lands. The next thing you're going to start calling us ratters. He laughs. They aren't all whims, and no, I'm not going to start calling anyone a ratter. Look, I gotta go now. But you take care for me, okay? Oh please, you know I'm tougher than most men around here, if not all of them. They are all plenty much squeezers compared to your darling. If anything or anyone tries to hurt me, I'll simply pulverize their bloody bones. He laughs. You take care of yourself, future wimp. You'll be going with me, so watch your words. I will take care. Farewell, darling. I will see you again. Can't wait. Beck and Serene kiss each other one more time, after which Beck whispers something into Serene's ear and walks away, leaving Camp Hathor. She stands there and watches him, and that is the moment she notices you. As soon as your stares meet, you turn towards the river, pretending to enjoy the gloomy view. So that was important, wasn't it? So there's the toilet. That's most important for us to know. So, we actually found Camp Hathor and they're all alive. What's that? Old train schedule? Gas mask. This looks like an official building. Edgar! That sounds like a man with a plan. The man sitting behind his desk nods at your approach. It seems that you interrupted him while he was clearing his pistol, so he assembles it with a few swift motions and puts it in his desk before focusing on you. He stands up and crosses his arms, making himself appear bigger, although even without the pose, his wide shoulders alone already convey an identical message. A glance later, he speaks to you. Greetings, traveler. Edgar Garnham's the name, and I'm the leader of Camp Hathor. We're in a bit of an emergency, so state your business quickly. Yeah, that's, I suppose, the most correct answer for now. Big Brett from SJS told me to come here and see what's happening with you guys. He said they've lost contact with Camp Hathor after the earthquake. Ah, good old Brett. The earthquake caused a bit of panic and problem or two, of which is with the communication, but we'll get that fixed soon. Now we've got a bug-related emergency, which ain't gonna be so easy to handle. Bug-related? I ain't sure if you've noticed the pile of dead bugs at the north gate. Yes, I did. But we have had those things coming out from the mine and converging on our camp. It started right after the earthquake, so I presumed some wall there must have collapsed and made an opening for them to come through. Mine? Yes, Hathor coal mine. He pauses, giving off an impression of being unsure whether you know what he's talking about. The camp used to house miners that worked there. It was a pretty big mine, not foundry big, though, but the business was lucrative. Unfortunately, the miners dug into an underground river. Their mine was mostly flooded and was abandoned consequently. Luckily, the vicinity of this camp turned out to be rich in animal life. Those who didn't want to leave after the flooding stayed here and began hunting and eventually started exporting meat to nearby settlements and stations. And what just appeared to me, if I didn't want to check out the other direction, how far might we have run around in the caves until we noticed that we actually could have turned in here? That just occurred to me. We might have spent an hour or two running around the caves not finding Camp Hathor because we turned south instead of north at the mushroom farm. You guys seem well armed, so how come you can't deal with a few burrowers? A few? When those things emerged for the first time, there were so many of them we had trouble even counting them all. All we could do was stand behind the gate and gun the bugs down as they approached. Later we sent some men to scout out the mine, but none returned. I reckon the bugs still greatly outnumber us. For the time being, I'm not risking any more men. We'll defend, and later, when the numbers diminish, we'll see what we can do. can help. What can you possibly do? Should tell. I have actually no idea what we can do. And I don't even know if that's a good idea. Okay, so they don't tell me anything interesting. Freddy, I sell food. No, he doesn't buy them. Too bad. Okay, there's nobody else in this direction. Hopsy. Okay. First I'm going to check out this direction and then we'll see what we can do over here. Quick saving might be a good idea as well. Cave ears. Old chopper. You die first, please. Ten action points. This will be 10 action points. So we have 25 action points left. Let's freeze him first. So he's panicked now. Yes. Very well observed. You are on fire. And you are almost dead. Stop, drop, roll. Yes, that's the right idea, pal, but I suppose it's not going to help you. Not enough for a shot, enough for a stab? Yeah, but we don't hit. 64 and only burning for one more round. And 24%. No, you're not taking anyone anywhere. You healed yourself. What a waste. So we have 52. This is 15 and this is 25. 20 points, 25 points. Ah, great. What a waste. A cookery. That's pretty cool, actually. Some boots. Coat and some coins. And that's a preserved human brain. Okay, so he wasn't the sanest person in the whole camp, I suppose. Well, whatever was his reason to attack us, I don't know and I'm not interested in. We finished him and nobody's attacking us, so we are fine, I suppose. I'm interested what's going on below. Here. Oh, these are guard barracks, I see. So they probably don't want us to sneak around and steal their stuff. Wanna hear a joke? Sure, I love jokes. Great, here goes. A red hound walks into a bar. He looks as if he is going to explode from laughter. Oh, it walks in, and the barkeeper just shoots it. An eruption finally happens, startling everyone around you. Even tears begin to flow down his face. You dig? Because no one likes this dirt. Yeah. Thanks man, I worked hard on that one. Took me a while. Ooh, one day I'm gonna make a joke so funny the earth's gonna crack up. Laughs. I noticed that you and the other two merchants here are named Fred and Freddy. Is that a coincidence? It's no coincidence. We are actually brothers. We have a common last name, Hammerstein. You dig? Not many people know this, and usually they think we happen to have similar names. You dig? It's funny coincidence and that. But believe me, we're brothers. His voice suddenly darkens and he leans closer to you. And if you even touch one of them, I will cut you like a... Okay. Yeah, messing, I thought so. Of course we're not brothers, okay. Oh, these aren't for him, interesting for him as well. This... It actually looks like it, but it doesn't want them. Okay. Yeah, do it like that. Leather armors, caltrops. Melee weapon. Mechanicals. Oh, this is mechanical. Increase stealth by 19. Increase stealth by 35. But slightly less, more efficient. Yeah, we sell this. We'll keep that one actually and sell him this one. Anything else? No boots? Don't want any boots? Too bad. Okay. So, let's see. There's a barrel down there which we can use to stash our loot for now. And yeah, this we can stash, that we'll keep. I think we're fine for now. Okay, a simple lock we can pick. Means more loot for us, I suppose. Uh-oh. More of them. 2 spawns and a burrow. Okay. Can't get inside. That beast is actually more dangerous to us. So that will keep him off our back for a moment. How much do we have? 15. That won't do it. I don't want to waste a grenade on them, but... Okay. Frozen for still 2 turns and has 136 left. Can always run in and slam the door behind us. Can we take him? Okay, there are more. And actually, I don't want to mess with them. Another gas mask, blueprint for a hand grenade, and time for this episode is up. So thank you for joining in. We'll loot next time. If you liked what I did, thumbs ups for free. If you didn't like it, thumbs downs for free as well. There's a link in the video description if you want to try the game for yourself. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.